Welcome to Victor K Inspirations, where you think better so that you can live better. For many people, marriage is just about pleasing people, family, friends, or even the person proposing. But what many people forget is that marriage is a union of two people who can either build a life of purpose together or become a source of pain to one another. That is why one simple answer, yes or no, can shape the course of an entire lifetime. Miss Peace had gone to honor her classmate's mother's birthday celebration. It was a beautiful evening filled with laughter, music, and cheerful conversations. She never imagined that before the event ended, she would be faced with one of the biggest decisions of her life. Among the guests was Courage, a colleague from work who had admired her for a long time. They had become good friends over the years, and he had made his intentions known months earlier. Although she respected him deeply, she had never given him an answer. She had repeatedly explained that she needed more time, not because he was a bad man, but because marriage was too important to rush. Courage was kind, responsible, hard-working, and financially stable. Anyone who knew him would describe him as a good man. But as Miss Peace got to know him better, she noticed certain differences that troubled her. Their values were different. Their sense of purpose seemed to be moving in different directions. The conversations that inspired her left him uninterested, while the things that mattered most to him did not resonate with her. She wasn't looking for a perfect man, but she wondered whether they could truly build one life together, without constantly pulling in opposite directions. She needed more time to pray, observe, ask difficult questions, and seek clarity. Unknown to her, Courage had interpreted her silence differently. Believing that a public proposal would finally convince her, he walked to the center of the gathering. With everyone watching, he brought out a beautiful wedding ring, knelt before her, and asked, "Peace, will you marry me?" The atmosphere instantly changed. Applause erupted. Phones came out. People shouted, "Say yes! Say yes!" As Miss Peace looked at Courage, she saw more than a man holding a ring. She saw hope in his eyes, expectation, and even a quiet plea. His expression seemed to say, "Please don't embarrass me. Please don't reject me in front of everyone." The sight stirred compassion within her. Just then, her mother, who had been standing among the guests, walked closer and whispered urgently, "Peace, don't overthink this. Courage is a good man. He has a stable job. He's responsible, and he can take good care of you. Men like this don't come around every day. Just say yes." Her mother's words were sincere. She genuinely wanted the best for her daughter. Knowing Courage's financial stability, she believed he would provide a secure future. But Miss Peace knew that financial security alone could not sustain a marriage. She stood silently, feeling the weight of everyone's expectations. The crowd wanted a beautiful ending. Courage hoped for acceptance. Her mother wanted security for her daughter. Yet deep inside, one question refused to leave her heart. Can we truly build a life together? After what felt like an eternity, she gently collected herself and spoke. "I deeply appreciate your love, your sincerity, and the courage it took to do this. You are an honorable man, and I do not take this moment lightly. But marriage is not a decision I can make because people are watching, because I feel sorry for someone, or because others believe it is a good opportunity. I have seen enough to know that this decision deserves more prayer, more honesty, and more certainty. I cannot say yes, simply because everyone expects me to, and I will not say no, simply because I feel pressured. So today, I will not give an answer." The celebration became unusually quiet. Some people thought she had embarrassed him. Others admired her restraint. In the weeks that followed, both of them had honest conversations. They prayed, asked difficult questions, and examined the future they hoped to build. Eventually, Miss Peace gave Courage her final answer, not from guilt, not from pressure, not because of his financial status, and not because of the opinions of others, but from settled conviction. Whether that answer was yes or no is not the point. The lesson is this: a person can genuinely love someone and still realize that marriage may not be the right decision. Saying, "I love him" or "I love her" does not mean you cannot love another person. Love is important, but marriage demands more than emotion. It is a lifelong commitment that requires wisdom, honesty, and careful discernment. Marriage requires asking sincere and sometimes uncomfortable questions. Can we walk in the same direction? Do we share the same core values? Can I trust this person's character? How do we handle conflict? Do we respect one another? Can we build the kind of home we both desire? Are we willing to grow together through the different seasons of life? You may not find everything you want in one person. No human being is perfect, but you should be able to find the things that matter most: shared direction, compatible values, godly character, mutual respect, emotional maturity, genuine friendship, trust, and a willingness to grow together. Those are the qualities that sustain a marriage long after the excitement of a proposal and the emotions of a wedding day have faded. Never let applause determine your answer. Never let pity write your future. Never let financial comfort become the only reason for saying yes. And never confuse a good person with the right person. When it comes to marriage, your yes should come from conviction, and your no should come from wisdom. A decision that will shape the rest of your life deserves more than a moment of pressure. Thank you so much for watching. If this message has inspired or challenged you, please give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And if you haven't already, subscribe to Victor K Inspirations and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another message that will help you think better so that you can live better. God bless you.